you just give me 40 years? Sir? Yes. You just gave me 40 years. Well, guess what? Sir,
Ever caught convicts lose their control and take it to the judge? We'll take a look at these defendants shooting their anger, only to be humiliated by the courtroom staff. Meet LaShirley Morris, a defendant facing charges for murder in Atlanta. Shirley stands accused of a horrible crime, the murder of 3-year-old Colin Mason. The cause of Colin's tragic death was determined to be physical abuse with a baseball bat, a horrifying act that was ultimately ruled as a homicide. This devastating incident took place on October 21st, 2017, when Morris allegedly beat the young boy as a form of punishment. Reports indicate that Colin met his demise for the simple act of taking a cupcake from the kitchen. Adding to the nature of this tragedy, a child who was present in the home witnessed a brutal attack and reported the events to the authorities.
Not awake, he's not alert.
No, he's not alert. He was breathing at first. Now he's not breathing.
LaShirley Morris, already facing charges for the murder, now faces additional responsibility for failing to intervene during the fatal attack. Colin was under the guardianship of Glendria Morris, who also faces implication in the child's death. The family history reveals more complexity when it's disclosed that Colin and 3 of his siblings were placed in the care of the Division of the Family and Child Services following their mother's arrest on reckless conduct charges. The FCS records depict a troubling pattern of neglect and abuse within the household, suggesting that the children were frequently left unsupervised, exposed to their mother's anger problems, and subjected to mistreatment. Despite Geraldine Mason's eventual release and reunion with one of her children, she pursued temporary guardianship for Colin and his twin brother. In court, the 911 call presented compelling evidence that the child was already deceased before first responders arrived. LaShirley Morris was subsequently convicted of murder, aggravated assault, and cruelty to children charges, receiving a life sentence with the potential of parole after pleading guilty to murder. While LaShirley's actions were undeniably horrific, Hoskins' reaction seemed to surpass even that level. In Michigan, Jolene Hoskins faces charges of murder related to the disappearance of his girlfriend, Latrice Mays. Mays, a mother of 5, vanished in March 2013, prompting her family to seek answers and start a nationwide search. Initially, Hoskins denied any involvement in her disappearance.
I have nothing to do with the murder. I have nothing to do with the disappearance.
However, Hoskins quickly changed his plea upon hearing the testimonials and evidence presented against him. First, Hoskins' cousin took the stand.
After the domestic or whatever happened, I guess she, after they left, she said she was going to tell the police that he stabbed her about doing it.
Doing what?
Killing her. I guess he choked her or something.
Did he say he choked her?
Yes.
Lastly, on the same day as the murder, police dashcam footage captured them responding to a call made by Latrice, alleging abuse by Hoskins. This evidence, coupled with the mounting testimonies against him, compelled Hoskins to change his plea. He admitted guilt to the murder of Latrice Mays and confessed to tampering with evidence. Hoskins, a habitual criminal, took May's life out of fear that she would report his assault on the father of 2 of her children. Initially charged with open murder, carrying a mandatory life sentence without parole, Hoskins received the maximum sentence due to his repeat offenses. His violent outburst at the podium had to be restrained by police. Now, take a look at Adrian Dunn's case. Adrian Dunn, an ex-convict, is facing charges for the murder of Rakim Tariq Charles in San Antonio. Dunn allegedly shot Charles in the back during a drug deal in a parking lot on July 16, 2012. Shockingly, this wasn't Dunn's first encounter with law enforcement. He had previously been to prison twice for possessing a firearm. Even more disturbing is that just a month before this murder, Dunn was involved in another shooting incident, showing no remorse for his actions. Throughout the trial, prosecutors highlighted Dunn's extensive criminal history and complete lack of remorse for the murder. Prosecutor Jason Goss passionately urged the jury to impose the maximum sentence, emphasizing the need to prevent another family from enduring the pain that Charles's family had suffered. Goss emphasized the devastating impact on the victim's family and argued for a life sentence to ensure justice. Thank you for joining us. If you found this content engaging, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video for more fascinating insights into these cases. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed.